Hi, this is Debbie with I'd Rather Be Camping. I thought I'd share with you how I made these scarecrows for the upcoming season of fall. I thought they'd be cute on my porch. I did use my cell phone to videotape this, so sorry about the quality. Right here is I used a large plate to make this circle for it's going to be the head, and I did bring down a long neck, as you will see. I just sublimated the face on, but you could use felt, paint it on. You could even buy scarecrow appliques. I'm just right here taping it down so it doesn't move when I bring the press down on it. I put parchment paper over it, and now I'm going to press it. And hopefully it works because this is on that canvas and I wasn't sure, but it did. It worked just fine. And there it is. We're going to go over and take it off and hopefully it peeled back just fine. So I'm going to get it all ready. I did a girl face and the boy face.
Nice.
Here they are. One has blue eyes. The other one has green eyes. You just can't really tell in this video. I just sewed, and I sewed a very large seam, as you're going to see around this, because I thought, man, this head is pretty big, so I wanted to kind of take it down some. So I just made a larger seam. Okay, so right here, I'm just clipping all the curves, so when I turn it, it'll lay better. I probably should have trimmed some of that excess fabric off, but I didn't. So now I'm just turning it right side out and I'm going to work it and try to get it as round as I can, but that'll really go better when I start stuffing it. And here I am stuffing it. I actually got that stuffing from an old pillow that I had that I'm not using anymore. So I figured, why not use that? That'll work out good. And I just put some of my powder blush on it, and you can do this. You can add as much as you want, as least as you want. I just thought it added a little something to the face. And you can see that long neck there that's been stuffed now. And I will be pulling that down over the body of the frame. So I did sew the hands too, which all of this was done out of a painter's drop cloth that I had left over from a project that had been bleached. And there again, you just sew around. There again, I did bigger seams. But here it is, and if you kind of look over to the left, you'll see the one frame, which Edward did. He just um, put a simple frame together with the body. And this is how I put it on. I just pulled that down, even, with the stuffing as far down as I thought it needed to be to stabilize that head. And this is the crossboard at the top that you're gonna see Ed nailing that on, but we ended up taking that off, and he put a wider one on. So make sure you do that. It really didn't support the shoulders really well, so we did do a longer crossboard on that. And here I am. I'm just using some bags to stuff the shirt and the sleeves. These little kids' clothes came from Goodwill on a day that was 50% off, so that was good. And now I'm going to push his hand up in there, and I end up tacking it with using my glue gun just to hold it in place. I put more on there once I start stuffing it with the raffia, and here I am going to use the glue gun to add the raffia is what I used on his head. And I just glued it and glued some over the top. And what I did is I just worked down to, of the sides of the head. And it looks crazy. And I just kept adding it on as I went down the head. And because he's going to have a hat. There it is. And I did trim some of these hats also came from Goodwill, but I trimmed some of that long off so it wouldn't look so Hawaiian. Uh, but there I am putting apparently I got a pitcher's flip. There's the straw going in. And now I glued his hat on his head. And this is what he's looking like right now. And I did trim all that hair. Now I'm sublimating for the poster board and for the girl's apron. I'm sprinkling this sublimation powder because it's going to be going on 100% cotton, and I'm going to try to be putting this on a poster board. I've never done that for the boy Scarecrow sign, so we'll see how that goes. Now we're going to let it heat up. I need to get the whole thing under here, and I don't think I'm going to be able to. So we'll do part of it and then get the other part. This basically activates that glue.
Dries everything.
And dries, yeah. And then you press it on your project. Wait a minute, Ed. That's okay. Okay, so far so good. I've never done this before. But it looks like it worked okay. Wow, there it is. It didn't go through it. I had a little damage on the poster board right there. But that's not too bad. It's just for a little poster on for the Scarecrow. All right. I already had this frame laying out in the garage. I almost threw it away, but it came in handy. This is what I used it for. And there's our new fur baby. He thinks he's helping me do the shoestrings. This I used yarn for the shoestrings. I'm going to have to clean up some glue off that. Here I am working on the girl. If I had this to do over again, I would have made the faces smaller. And apparently the smile kind of comes down into almost the neck area. But that's okay. On the hair, I just used one of these. I opened it up, tied the middle section, and just glued it to the top of her head and brought it down. And I think I glued it in there somewhere. And then I just braided what was left. I found some fabric I had, kind of set it off. I did make this little simple apron. And then now I'm going to have her holding this pumpkin. So that's where I'm at. I just basically dressed her like I did the boy. Stuffed her. Need to put her shoestrings on. All right, we'll see how this goes. I took her braid apart because I think they're too skinny. So this is what I'm going to go ahead and add a second one and make the braids thicker. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do it off camera because I can't do it with one hand. That right there is a glue gun burn. Be careful. And here's the fabric pumpkin that I already had. I just figured I'd use it. And I used a lot of hot glue to glue that on, and I used some safety pins to help hold it. And when you glue the hands up on it like she's holding it, that really helps stabilize it. And then I went back out and found some flowers to embellish the hat. It really did help set it off. As you could see, you could do all kinds of things to dress these up. On the shoes, I would say that I wish I would have painted them brown so they would have shown more off that platform, which was painted black. It just helps steady the scarecrows a little better. Here they are all done, and maybe this inspired you or gave you some ideas to make your own. These are 45 inches tall and cost me about $10 each to make. Well, thank you for stopping by. Until next time, bye-bye. This is Debbie with I'd Rather Be Camping.